Good evening. You are watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos gives an audience to His Excellency Narendra Modi, Prime Minister of India, at Beit al-Barakah. His Highness Syed Fahad discusses with His Excellency the Indian Prime Minister the means of activating bilateral cooperation between both countries, especially in economic fields, and a number of regional and international issues. And the Mira project for solar energy, which is considered the largest of its kind at the world level, is inaugurated in Amman. Those were the headlines. Now for the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos bin Saeed gave an audience at Beit al-Barakah to His Excellency Narendra Modi, Prime Minister of the Republic of India, who arrived in the Sultanate yesterday. During the meeting, they discussed various aspects of cooperation between the two countries and means of supporting and strengthening the good relations between them in order to achieve the common interests of the Omani and Indian peoples. The meeting was attended by His Excellency the Minister of Oil and Gas, head of the Honour Mission accompanying the guest state, His Excellency the Secretary General of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, His Excellency the Minister of Manpower, His Excellency the Inspector General of Police and Customs, and the Sultanate's Ambassador to the Republic of India, while the Indian side was attended by the official delegation accompanying the guest. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos has sent a cable of condolences to His Excellency President Vladimir Putin of the Russian Federation on the victims of the Russian plane that crashed near the capital, Moscow. A session of talks between the Sultanate and the Republic of India was held at the premises of the Council of Ministers in Muscat today. The Omani side was presided over by His Highness Syed Fahad bin Mahmood Al Saeed, Deputy Prime Minister for the Council of Ministers, and the Indian side by His Excellency Narendra Modi, Prime Minister. His Highness Syed Fahad welcomed the guests and his delegation, wishing permanent progress and prosperity to the relations between the two countries. At the beginning of the talks, His Excellency the guest praised the outcome of his meeting with His Majesty the Sultan and his wise views as it resulted in a new approach on the level of cooperation between the two friendly countries, expressing his admiration for the achievements accomplished in Oman and expressing his country's appreciation to the wise policy adopted by the Sultanate on the internal and external levels. The Omani-Indian talks touched upon the means of activating all aspects of bilateral cooperation, especially in economy, culture, telecommunication, information technology, energy, mineral resources, transport, construction, health, higher education, scientific research, exchange of expertise and training Omani cadre, in addition to boosting the role of the Joint Businessmen Council between Oman Chamber of Commerce and Industry and the Indian Chamber of Commerce and Industry, due to the importance of the private sector's role in supporting joint investments in the sectors of industry, tourism, agriculture and fisheries wealth. The talks further dealt with a number of issues and the regional and international arenas and developments witnessed in the region, besides the efforts exerted to achieve security and stability in order to reach more progress and welfare in the region. His Highness Said Fahad hailed the positive outcome of this visit and the joint vision it witnessed which serves the interests of the two friendly nations. The session was attended from the Omani side by His Excellency the Minister responsible for Foreign Affairs, His Excellency the Minister responsible for Financial Affairs, His Excellency the Minister of Oil and Gas, Head of the Mission of Honour of the Indian Prime Minister, Her Excellency the Minister of Higher Education, His Excellency the Minister of Commerce and Industry, His Excellency the Minister of Manpower, His Excellency the Minister of Health, His Excellency the Minister of Transport and Communications, His Excellency the Minister of Agriculture and Fisheries Wealth, and His Excellency the Sultanate's Ambassador accredited to India. The Indian side was attended by members of the official delegation accompanying His Excellency the Prime Minister of India. His Excellency Narendra Modi, Prime Minister, received at his residence in Muscat His Highness Syed Asad bin Tariq Al Said, Deputy Prime Minister for International Relations and Cooperation Affairs, Special Representative of His Majesty the Sultan. During the meeting, they reviewed the good bilateral relations and horizons of cooperation between the two countries, means of developing them in different fields, in addition to matters of mutual concern. His Excellency the Indian Prime Minister expressed his gratitude for this fruitful visit and stressed on the importance of exchanging views on strengthening joint cooperation between the two sides, praising the existing strong bilateral relations between the Sultanate and India. On his turn, His Highness hailed the level of the existing relations between the two friendly countries on the tangible progress witnessed by the two countries in different fields. The meeting was attended by His Excellency Saif bin Mohammed Al Abri, Secretary General of the Office of the Deputy Prime Minister for International Relations and Cooperation Affairs, and His Excellency Saif bin Ahmed Al Sawafi, Advisor at his office, and the Indian side was attended by members of the Indian official delegation. Increasing the volume of trade exchange between the Sultanate and India topped discussions at the meeting of the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi with Omani and Indian businessmen. This meeting revealed that the trade exchange between the two countries will reach 5.5 billion Omani riyals by the end of this year through building investment and commercial relations in various sectors. Here is a report read by Abdullah Al-Rubai.
The Omani and Indian businessman meeting touched upon a number of topics related to strengthening investments and commercial relations between the two countries, rendering facilities to investors and benefiting from the investment opportunities in Duqm, Salalah, Sohar and other industrial estates in various governorates of the Sultanate. It as well dwelt on investment opportunities in the Sultanate in the fields of food and logistics security, information technology and real estate sector, in addition to activating joint agreements between the two countries. One of the main goals of this meeting is to build relations between the companies and Omani investors and other Indian counterparts in various fields, including trade, constructions, transport, services, insurance, real estate, tourism, mining, industry, oil and gas, along with health and education. In responding to the meeting held with the Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Omani businessman Pankaj Khimji said,
"On behalf of the Oman business community, it's been an honor to receive the Indian Prime Minister He has come here and given a fantastic address, inviting Oman industry to India. And this time he has said he wants to meet the young businessmen, the 30 to 40-year-old businessmen. So I think we need to now promote a youth wing in the Oman Chamber of Commerce and take them there. It's a very good idea, and I think there is a lot of potential for growth in technology, in energy, for especially alternative energy, in solar, with India. And we are really excited that his open invitation to go and visit him personally from the Omani youth is going to be a big stepping stone toward making Oman and India's relations even stronger. He has said that there is no distance between the relations of each country. Indians don't feel ajnabi when they come to Oman, and likewise Omanis don't feel foreigners when they go to India.
On the current relations, he said,
the total trade between Oman and India is about $3 to $4 billion, depending on the oil. If the oil is high that particular year, it goes up. But we need to grow this into joint investments. Now we're not talking about only trade, we're talking about technology, we're talking about IT, we're talking about education and healthcare, and this is what needs to grow.
It's worth mentioning that the Indian investments in the Sultanate focuses on trade sector, which contained 1,949 projects, followed by construction sector with around 507 projects, and then services sector with 210 projects, and fourth comes industrial sector with 90 projects. Abdullah bin Ahmed Al-Rubai, Sultanate of Oman Television.
His Excellency the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi and his delegation left the country this afternoon after a two-day visit, during which he met with His Majesty Sultan Qaboos. Upon departure, he was seen off by His Excellency the Minister of Oil and Gas, His Excellency the Secretary General of the Council of Ministers, His Excellency the Minister of State and Governor of Muscat, His Excellency the Sultanate's Ambassador accredited to India, His Excellency the Indian Ambassador accredited to the Sultanate, and members of the Embassy. His Excellency Narendra Modi was accompanied during the visit by an official delegation comprising high-ranking officials in the Indian government. A joint communique was issued on the official visit of His Excellency the Prime Minister of India to the Sultanate as follows. This visit crowns the developing historical and strategic relations between the two friendly countries, the Sultanate and India, and fulfills the invitation of His Majesty Sultan Qaboos. The communique indicated that His Majesty the Sultan and the Indian Prime Minister exchanged views on bilateral, regional and international issues of mutual concern in an atmosphere of friendship and cordiality. The communique showcased that the two sides, as two neighbouring states overlooking the Indian Ocean and Arabian Sea, enjoy deep-rooted historical relations which include maritime trade and cultural exchange, and has extended to strategic partnership based on trust and mutual respect. The communique mentioned that His Excellency the Prime Minister of India met with His Highness Syed Fahad bin Mahmood Al Sayed, Deputy Prime Minister for the Council of Ministers, His Highness Syed Asad bin Tariq Al Sayed, Deputy Prime Minister for International Relations and Cooperation Affairs, Special Representative of His Majesty the Sultan, who expressed their satisfaction to the level of bilateral relations with regard to military and security cooperation, and who further agreed on the importance of extending cooperation to include various vital fields of mutual concern such as space, cybersecurity, energy, security, renewable energy and food security. The two sides signed a number of agreements and memoranda of understanding during this visit which would enhance their bilateral cooperation, emphasising on the necessity of continuous dialogue through the exchange of visits at the level of senior officials. The two sides also expressed their appreciation to the mechanisms of work in the fields of defence, security, commerce, investment, agriculture, education, manpower and terrorism combating. His Excellency the Prime Minister expressed his thanks to His Majesty Sultan Qaboos for the aid rendered by the Sultanate in rescuing Indian citizens and foreigners from Yemen during March and April 2015 and to ensure the welfare of the Indian community residing in the Sultanate. The communique also included the thanks of the Indian Premier to His Majesty the Sultan for the generous reception and hospitality he received in the Sultanate. The Indian Premier eventually invited His Majesty to make an official visit to India. Still to come in our news bulletin. The third annual festival for Arabian camels continues its activities at Al Bashir racetrack. The Mira project for solar power was inaugurated today in Camel area in the Sultanate, which is considered the largest of its kind in the world. The plant, which is affiliated to Petroleum Development Oman Company, is using the sun's rays to generate steam power by exploiting thermal methods for extraction of heavy oil from South Amal Ghab oil field. The project will provide a sustainable solution to produce steam which is used to develop ways of extracting oil that is currently generated by burning natural gas. The inauguration ceremony was held under the auspices of His Excellency Engineer Salem bin Nasser Al Ofi, Under Secretary of the Ministry of Oil and Gas. A number of general managers and their assistants in public and private sectors praised the modern techniques used in building the studios of the Public Authority for Radio and Television whilst on a site visit to the authority. The visit came within the fourth stage of the Government Competencies Programme, which continues its practical work by site visits for a number of pioneering institutions in the public and private sectors. The visitors were introduced to the stages of making news stories and broadcasting in a number of work sessions and practical application in the studios. Back to some more local news. The Sultanate took part in the works of the sixth round of the Global Government Summit entitled Prospects of Future Governments, held in the city of Dubai in the United Arab Emirates. The summit in this round discussed a number of topics, most important of which is the future of integrated health, vital technology, future communities, human culture, a means of developing the future of governments as per up-to-date future approaches. The Sultanate's delegation was presided over by His Excellency Sheikh Khalid bin Omar Al Mahoun, Minister of Civil Service. Oman Medical Speciality Board held a ceremony to graduate the 9th batch of Omani doctors. The number of graduates reached 96 doctors in 17 medical specialities. The board provides training programs for graduated Omani doctors in hospitals in order to qualify them to be specialists in one of the 18 medical programs that are approved by the OMSB. It is worth mentioning that the period of the training programs in the board is from 4 to 6 years. The graduation ceremony was presided over by His Excellency Dr. Ahmad bin Mohammed Al Saidi. The Sultanate, along with other countries in the world, participated in celebrating the International Day for Women in the Science field, which falls on the 11th of February every year. In the seminar, which embodied celebration, scientific roles for Omani women past and present were discussed by presenting models of successful Omani women in various science specializations, and through scientific experience, the seminar narrated the successful journey of Omani women in health and psychological guidance. The 12th Muscat Securities Market Forum started today at Oman Convention and Exhibition Centre. The two-day forum is organised by the MSM in cooperation with Sultan Qaboos University, represented by the College of Economics and Political Science. The forum aims at introducing the importance of the capital market sector and its impact on the national economy. It is also an opportunity to raise investment awareness among students of higher education in particular and members of society in general about the capital market and its mechanism of work. The trading value of real estates at the Ministry of Housing exceeded 380 million Omani riyals in the month of January 2018. A report issued by the ministry stated that the value of collected fees exceeded 7 million Omani riyals, while the selling contracts value reached more than 80 million Omani riyals through 5,033 deals in the Sultanate's level. The third annual Festival for Arabian Camels continues its activities at Al Bashir racetrack in the Walaya of Adam. Our reporter Salam bin Khalfan Arabi has more details in the following report.
The second day of the third annual Festival for Arabian Camels witnessed a thrilling competition. A Shahiniya, owned by Sultan bin Hamoud bin Ali Juhafi from the Sultanate, won the first round. In the second round, Mughadar, owned by Dhahi bin Saeed bin Khamis al-Uwaisi from the Sultanate, came first.
Participating in the festival is important as we meet other GCC camel owners. I'm very happy that my camel won the first round today.
Wissam, owned by Mohammed bin Hamid bin Saeed al-Muhairi from the United Arab Emirates, won the third round of the race after a skillful handling of coach Abdullah al-Wahibi. In the fourth round, Maher, owned by Mohammed bin Salim bin Saghir al-Juhafi from the Sultanate, came first.
I am speechless actually that my camel won the fourth round. The competition was very strong.
The second day witnessed 16 rounds allocated for Luqaya for 5 kilometers. At the end of the race, keys of vehicles were handed over to the winners of the top places. This festival will be concluded on Thursday, 15th of February. For the Sultanate of Amman Television English News, Salih bin Khalfan al-Rahbi, Ad-Dakhliya, Governorate.
Now for the general weather forecast. Clear skies will prevail over the Sultanate with chances of low clouds and fog late at night over the governorates of Al Dahira and Al Baraymi. Winds will be northerly to northwesterly, light to moderate. Seas will be moderate to heavy with a maximum wave height of 2.5 metres. This is a Sultanate of Oman television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos gives an audience to His Excellency Narendra Modi, Prime Minister of India at Beit al-Barakah. His Highness Syed Fahad discusses with His Excellency the Indian Prime Minister the means of activating bilateral cooperation between both countries, especially in economic fields, and a number of regional and international issues. And the Mira project for solar energy, which is considered the largest of its kind at the world level, is inaugurated in Camel. With that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here at the newsroom and the studios, it's good night.